Hello beautifuls, this is Aromie here and welcome back to Seduce Me 2. Let's get right to it.
However, your love came through in the end. With your strength, Erik was finally able to defeat Orabelle and send her to the afterlife, where she belonged. Anyways, you've been through a lot, so why don't we... And Erik and you returned home, and since everything was taken care of before he found you, you got ready for the actual wedding. Huh? How do I know? Well, I have my ways. Maybe you should check it out.
Alright. I mean, that's what I was waiting for. Now that I was unhindered by his spirit I couldn't control, I was able to finally move on and say yes to Erik with every ounce of my heart in our wedding vows. My entire being became light as I watched his expression melt into endless joy at my vows to him. Our kiss was magical as a fairy tale prince and princess kiss, glowing in positive and hopeful energy as the people who watched cheered in congratulations. I could go on and on about the wedding and the honeymoon, but honestly, after the war, I was more concerned of living my life afterwards. Our life escalated to new heights after we officially became husband and wife. Erik started a chain of suit shops and had become a very powerful man in the fashion business industry. It was rather hilarious to see him square up James every fitting he needed with a smirk of equal standing to his once upper-tier brother. As for me, I began to go through my own success in life, dedicating myself to becoming exactly what I wanted to be. After all, my husband had made a name for himself in the fashion world. If I put the same amount of work in as I did in the demon world, then I was going to be okay. However, there was never a day that went by that I didn't think about what was happening in the Desert Plains. It was a heavy chapter of my life, one that tested the love between me and Erik. To think that I was under the influence of a child who needed to be set free still astounded me to no end. For a moment, I myself almost believed that I was pregnant instead. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. I honestly didn't think so, but alright. Still, I was confident that we would get through it and stay together no matter what came our way. Demon, devil, spirit, it didn't matter to us. We were unstoppable together. The faint memory of my own power slightly tingled through me every time I grew confident, eerily reminding me that I had strength of my own. I would never let anyone come between me and Erik ever again. The thought of it all echoed in my mind as I sat in bed, looking up at the ceiling with a wide smile on my face. Despite the dangers being real, the war was an adventure fun to look back upon in my memories. I took in a breath and let out a sigh, leaning back against the bedpost and closing my eyes. I was at peace and everything was alright.
Princess?
Oh, hi. I opened my eyes at the sound of my pet name, looking up to see Erik at the door, smiling at me and holding a plate of food. Unlike the demon world, this world had the makings of pastries, eggs, bacon, and sausage, and other delicious concoctions made for the early morning. As I took in the sight of all my favorite foods on the plate in Erik's hand, I licked my lips and let out a happy hum. Hey, that looks delicious.
And it's all for you.
I was squealing internally, feeling a bit spoiled at the treatment he was giving me. As he walked over and sat on the edge of the bed, Erik handed me the plate and watched as I accepted it and took a bite of what he had offered, groaning at the amazing plate. With a smile, I took some of it onto the fork that was on the plate and offered it to Erik, seeing him stare at me slight surprise before smiling and taking the bite, licking his lips after. Thank you, Erik. You spoiled me.
Anything for you, my sweet princess.
That's so cute. Stop. I giggled at the name nuzzling Erik's hand as it came up to caress my cheek lovingly. His hands were always so soft and warm, perfect to hold me and make me feel loved and safe. I opened an eye to look up at him cutely, seeing him blush with a smile of his own.
I would happily do anything for you.
Aww. Anything?
Anything. Just name it.
Let's go ride on an elephant. How about that? I cupped his hand and gently placed a kiss over his palm, feeling him stare in surprise at the gesture. I could almost hear the blush on his face intensifying before I even looked back at him to confirm it. He was red as an apple, perfect. I giggled again and nuzzled his hand, almost laying my head on it. Be with me forever? Well, yeah, that would have been a smarter idea than me saying ride an elephant. Alright. It took a small cute moment for Erik to regain his composure before nodding, brushing a strand of hair behind my ear.
Forever and always.
Hold me every day and every night?
As close as I can hold you to me.
So, sweet waves of joy rushed through me. Every answer he gave, confirming his devotion and love for me. I was so lucky to have him as my own, and I could tell that he believed himself to be the lucky one. In honesty, we were both the lucky ones, perfectly blending together and devoting ourselves to each other without second thoughts. We proved it in the demon wood, and we would prove it for the rest of our lives. I gently pulled Erik towards me, moving the plate between us to the nightstand, smiling as he came closer before capturing his lips with mine, and a loving kiss. He was definitely surprised, but it wasn't long before he began to kiss back, just as passionately. The gentle taste of roses and rain always made me feel at peace, and I always managed to find it on Erik's lips. He was my perfect prince, and I was his loving princess. Our mansion was a castle, and the human world was our kingdom to explore. What story could have been better? As we gently pulled away, we gazed into each other's eyes, becoming lost in them. All I could see in his purple irises were waves of love and care, filling my heart with everlasting peace. I began to wonder what he saw in my eyes. Whatever it was, he became entranced and could do nothing but wrap his free arm around me, pulling me to him lovingly.
Everything in my life belongs to you. My heart, my body, my soul, everything. I swear to give you everything I am, and love you until the end of time. Nothing will tear me away from you.
Man, that was deep. Erik, you're gonna make me cry. Oh my god. I'm sure I'm just having tears because I yawn. I'm still trying to wake up here. With a tender kiss on my forehead, Erik's expression softened to a gaze of deep love.
I love you, princess. I love you so much.
Stop! You're spoiling everything. You're spoiling everyone. All of us are princesses. I believed every word. I let his words embed themselves into my heart, and I would remember them forever. As Erik kissed me again, locking lips with mine, he sealed his words. I would love him and continue to hold him close for the rest of my life. Nothing would be able to tear me away from him any longer. And that was my perfect, happily ever after. Yay! We got the good ending for ending. We don't want to listen to that, thank you. I'm so happy. So the only one we kind of really screwed up on was James. And that happened same way in Seduce Me too. Seduce Me, the original one. When I had to redo it, I had to keep redoing James and Damien's because I didn't want her to sleep with Damien. That was why I was having problems with his. But James, man, he's always screwing me up. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's the bad ending. I don't know. Let's look at this one. He's so like charming here. But I hope you guys have enjoyed Erik's route. I really enjoyed it. It had the perfect amount of like storyline, Erik, and then like our life and the training. I guess it was because I picked the rabbit though. But we're gonna go back to James and the next episode. Hopefully try to not be a little wimp and butt in the conversation. Even though I didn't want to do that. Honestly, if it was me in reality, I wouldn't butt in. I would be too scared to. Because like, what if I walk in there and then they just look at me and I'm like, hi. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful. And I hope you guys... Wait. I just had a brain fart. But I'll see you guys in the next episode.